I've watched some of the highest jumpers of all time at their very best. However, there is one jump that was the highest jump I've ever seen, and I actually have some data to corroborate that it might be the highest jump of all time. A way that you can calculate how high someone jumps is by measuring their flight time. The higher the frame rate of the video, the more accurate it is. You want to start counting frames on the last frame that the person's foot is on the ground, and then you stop counting the frames when their foot hits the ground again. For reference, my world record 50.5-inch vertical jump had a flight time of 0.98 seconds. The highest flight time I've ever had is around 0.985 seconds. Donovan Hawkins did what I thought was the highest jump ever. This jump right here was 0.99 seconds. However, there is one jump that is even higher, and it's actually the only jump that I've measured to be at 1 second in terms of flight time. Specifically, it's the only video I've seen where it's filmed in at least 120 frames per second. You can make some arguments that some old jumpers might have reached a second, but the frame rate is just too bad to actually be able to tell. But it was this jump right here. The flight time on it was 1.001 seconds. If you would have had the same jump on a Vertec, it could have potentially been 52 plus inches. What's even crazier in my opinion is how long he was on the ground for when he was amortizing. He was on the ground for 0.234 seconds. For reference, 2-foot jumpers are usually in the 0.3 second range, and a 1-footer will usually be in the low 0.2s. So he's literally on the ground as long as a 1-footer is on the ground for. So which just shows how crazy elastic he is. And this is actually might be a reason why the most genetically gifted athletes in the world actually might be the hardest to train to jump higher. Because generally, the lower the ground contact time in an athletic movement, the more reliant it is on your nervous system and having extremely efficient tendons. And those qualities are way harder to improve than strength.